Self-awareness.
Yeah.
Empathy.
Yeah.
You have to have empathy for your people. You have to, I mean, you know how much I love D-Rock who films me? That's the first time I've ever seen him drop his camera, and it dropped on your guy. You know how, did you watch, you know, you didn't get to see the angle. I was watching him while we were doing this interview. He was upset for 5 minutes. He's still upset. You know, you have to have empathy. Do you care about other people? I think that's how you become consumer centric. I care more about my customer than myself. I care about my employees. I care about my employees first, my customers second, and me third. And honestly, actually it's not even true. Employees, customers, the company, VaynerMedia, right? Wine library. Do you know how many times I've paid people a severance from my bank account personally, not from the company's, because I thought that I was doing the wrong thing by the company and I wanted to do something for my former employee. It came out of my pocket. Most people are the reverse of me. They want all the money. The only reason they have employees or a company is for their personal money. I'm not. So I think empathy, self-awareness, empathy, work ethic. I hate that so many people in the liberal worlds, and I'm very socially liberal, but my socially liberal friends take it too far. Work matters. There's nobody who's gonna beat me in Europe who works 25 hours a week. Fuck you, no shot. You can't beat me if I work one day more than you work in a week.
For sure.
Now, you may say you're beating me in life because you're happy, cool. That's fine. That's a different conversation. But you're not gonna build a bigger fucking business than me. And so I think work ethic matters.
And for you, happiness?
Happiness is, this is what happiness is based around. Happiness is everything. It's bigger than the road of success. Happiness is the fucking North Star of life. You know, for me, when you're self-aware, you're already happy. Because if you really know yourself, the biggest reason people are upset, my friend, and don't win is they don't want to face who they are. They want to make pretend they're something else. It's why entrepreneurship's so scary. Being a footballer, the field tells you in black and white that you're not good enough, right? You know why entrepreneurship's scary? Because you just say you're an entrepreneur and you are. And we're accepting that right now, for now. But if I said I'm a singer, you would say, yeah, but are you gonna win Grammys? If I said to you I'm a basketball player, you would say that's nice, but do you play in the NBA? But when people say they're an entrepreneur, we don't say yet, but yeah, do you have a successful business? Or do you say entrepreneur on your Instagram and you sell 4 t-shirts a year on it?
What is for you a good entrepreneur? If you have to describe it,
I think a good entrepreneur can't breathe not being an entrepreneur. And I think 99% of the people right now that say they're entrepreneurs are in it for the money. Vayner started in 2009, May of 2009. It really started in September 2011, because the first 2 years I was still wine, I was writing Crush It. I didn't want to do client services, but then I went all in 2011 in September, and it's been an amazingly fun 7 years.
But I think you started a couple of years ago, but now 800 employees, that road. Can you describe it?
Yeah, we went from 40 to 800 people in 7 years, 6.5 years. Listen, I'm an operator. I was 31 years old before I started my first wine video. I was 35 years old before I made one piece of business content, ever. So I was a businessman before I was a personality. And I think a lot of people who watch forget that. They see Garyvee. I think Gary, that's right. I'm Gary Vaynerchuk, who's the producer and strategist behind Garyvee.
You do so much on the internet, so I can understand that people see you like that.
Oh, I always don't mind if people are confused by me, if they're confused by it being Garyvee, if they're confused that I'm a motivational speaker, if they're confused that my parents handed it to me. They don't know the details because they're busy and they shouldn't read the story. They hear my story, I built my dad's business from 3 to 60 million. And they hear it as my dad gave me $3 million. And not only is it not the case, it was a $3 million business doing $300,000 in profit, but I built it for him. I left my business at 34 years old when we started this, that I built, to a huge company with no equity. My dad owns Wine Library.
How do you do it? Of course I read something, e-commerce.
E-commerce, email, being a salesman on the floor, building an organization, building a great palette, I was right about Australian Spanish and New Zealand wines. Being a practitioner.
What is the biggest thing or the big thing what you learned in all the years now with all the experience you have?
That patience and self-awareness.
Patience?
And self-awareness.
Yeah. What do you mean? Can you explain?
By being patient, not wanting it now. The single biggest reason most of the entrepreneurs of this generation will fail is because
they wanted too
fast.
Yeah.
That's it.
You want to go too fast.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you're a proper football entrepreneur and you want it too fast, let me tell you what you do. You DM 433 and you spam it. Right? Hey, 433, post my video. Hey, I'm selling this football ball, excuse me. Please put it up. Hey, 433, I want to do an event with, you spam.
Yeah.
When you're patient, you DM 433 and you say, hey, 433, I love your content. I'm in the football space too. I'd like to do something great for you. When you're patient, you give. When you're impatient, you try to take. And that is the fundamental breaking point of today's environment.
For you.
You know why?
Yeah.
Because we live in a world now that everybody looks at their Instagram feed and they see all,
checking what other people
it's all FOMO. It's all, they see their friends in Ibiza with champagne and pretty girls and they're like, shit, if I can make some more money real fast, I can go to Ibiza next year and I can be with that champagne and pretty girl. Yeah. Stupid. That's the word. I don't like using stupid. It's stupid. It's doing many things wrong. Number one, you're letting somebody else dictate you. Yeah. You're worried about your friend Charles. The fuck does your friend Charles have to do with you? Yeah. Got it?
Take it.
It's all about impatience. So patience is an incredibly important pillar.
And work very hard each and every day.
Work very hard each and every day a lot if you want very big things.
How do you make the right choices each and every day?
You don't know.
But how did you do it?
In hindsight, because I have empathy for people and I was very good in understanding what people were gonna do. I understand that people value time. So when I see a new technology that will save them time, hey Alexa, when does England play in the World Cup?
England will play later today at 2 p.m. in Moscow against Croatia.
Thanks, Alexa. That was faster for me to figure out what time England plays than looking at the phone, right? Right? First of all, it already took me, where is my, see, perfect. Actually, where is my phone? So already, it's charging. Oh, actually, I put it here. Already, think about how much this actually really happened. It took me longer to find my phone before I went to ES. Got it?
Yeah.
So why am I betting on voice?
I need it.
Why am I betting on voice? I'm betting on voice because it's faster. Because I only care about one thing. One thing. The end customer. Not me. I care about my customer more than I care about myself.
A lot of business owners and entrepreneurs tell me they care about the end consumer.
They tell you.
They tell you, but
they don't act it. What the fuck am I doing this interview for?
Yeah. You do a lot of this.
Because I bring value. I know it's gonna bring you value. Yes, I'll get some awareness for my sneaker, cool, but guess what? Not a good use of my 30 minutes. I know that I'm gonna change one kid's mind in this video, for sure, maybe 6. Yeah. I know that you're gonna take this interview and leverage it to get other people as guests. So now I'm bringing value. I know.
How it works.
So I don't care what people say. Yeah. I tell my audience all the time, don't listen to what I'm saying. Watch what I'm doing. And do it. Yeah. That is the best way to get value out of Garyvee is to watch what he's doing, not what he's saying.
But what is the most what you love to do with doing this and inspiration or the entrepreneurial side?
Oh, entrepreneurial side. I hate that people think I'm a motivational or inspirational figure. Let me phrase, that's not fair. It's very nice, but it's like a byproduct of being a good person and a good entrepreneur. And I think because I'm so successful at producing content for the internet right now, and because I'm genuinely positive and excited and motivated, that some people have me in that bucket. And because Instagram right now is the place where attention is, And because of the limited nature of the 1 minute video and a picture, I'm definitely more motivational on that platform than I am on my podcast, on my LinkedIn, and definitely in my real life as an operating CEO.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a part of my personality.
But it's definitely not.
You know what? It's the mashed potatoes. It is absolutely not the steak or the lobster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's not the green beans, it's the mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
I understand that. But the motivational me is the mashed potatoes. The entrepreneurial operating executive is the steak and the lobster.
Yeah. And for the future, what are your plans?
I want to be the single most admired entrepreneur of this generation.
Yeah.
Now, in a world of, incredible founders like Bezos or Zuckerberg, I don't think I'll achieve the most money. But I think I will impact emotionally the most entrepreneurs, and I have a funny feeling that will get me more people to my funeral than Mark or Jeff will get.
Yeah.
Or Elon. I really believe that.
I understand that one.
You're very much more busy with the people.
I'm in the trenches.
Yeah.
Because it's where I come from. I come from the dirt.
Yeah.
Even though I'm striving for the clouds, I come from the dirt.